of the greatest mysteries in all of American history. I'm talking about the hunt for the true identity of D.B. Cooper.
Buried truths, sacred relics, strange sightings. For centuries, humanity has chased answers to riddles lost in time.
According to the book of Exodus, the story of the Ark dates back to ancient Egypt in the 13th century BCE.
From ancient artifacts cloaked in mystery to government secrets buried for decades, these stories stir the imagination. Here are 12 greatest mysteries of humanity to amaze you. Number 12. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. In 1587, English settlers led by John White established the Roanoke colony off present-day North Carolina. Among them was his daughter, Eleanor Dare, and granddaughter Virginia, the first English child born in the New World. White returned to England for supplies but was delayed by war. When he came back in 1590, the colony was deserted. There were no signs of violence, only the word Croatoan carved into a post. White believed the settlers may have joined the nearby Croatoan tribe, but weather halted his search. Despite theories of assimilation, disease, or conflict, no solid evidence has emerged. The fate of Roanoke remains an enduring American mystery. Number 11. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart, a pioneering aviator, vanished in 1937 during an attempt to fly around the world. Accompanied by navigator Fred Noonan, she had nearly completed the journey when their plane disappeared en route to Howland Island in the Pacific. They faced radio issues and navigational problems. Her final message reported low fuel. "We are running on line north and south." Then, silence. Despite a massive search, no trace was found. Earhart was declared lost at sea on July 19th. Theories range from a crash into the ocean to landing on Nikumaroro, or even capture by the Japanese. Her disappearance remains aviation's greatest unsolved mystery. Number 10. The disappearance of the Solder family. On Christmas Eve 1945, a fire destroyed the Solder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny Solder escaped with 4 of their 10 children, but 5 vanished without a trace. Though officials blamed faulty wiring, strange details raised doubts. The family's ladder was missing, the phone line was cut, and witnesses reported a loud bang on the roof before the fire. A stranger had also been seen watching the house days earlier. Years later, a mysterious photo resembling one missing child surfaced, fueling theories of kidnapping. Despite decades of investigation, the fate of the 5 Solder children remains an eerie, unsolved mystery. Number 9. Jack the Ripper. In the fall of 1888, London's East End became the hunting ground of Jack the Ripper, an unidentified killer who brutally murdered at least 5 women in Whitechapel. The victims were horrifically mutilated, with throats slashed and organs removed, suggesting medical knowledge. Despite an intense investigation, the killer's identity was never discovered. Suspects ranged from doctors and butchers to royals and secret societies, but no solid evidence emerged. The mystery endures, inspiring countless books, films, and theories. Over a century later, Jack the Ripper remains one of history's most chilling and enduring criminal enigmas. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now. Number 8. The disappearance of Walter Collins. In 1928, 9-year-old Walter Collins vanished in Los Angeles after leaving home for a movie. Months later, a boy claiming to be Walter was found in Illinois and sent to LA. But his mother, Christine, insisted he was an imposter. The LAPD, eager to close the case, forced her to accept the boy, and later committed her to a psychiatric hospital when she protested. The child was eventually revealed to be Arthur Hutchins Jr., a runaway seeking fame. Public outrage followed, exposing LAPD corruption and incompetence. Walter's fate remains unknown. Some believe he was a victim of the Wineville chicken coop murders. His case remains haunting and unsolved. Number 7. D.B. Cooper's disappearance. On November 24, 1971, a man using the alias Dan Cooper hijacked a Boeing 727 flying from Portland to Seattle. Claiming he had a bomb, he demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes. After receiving the ransom, he ordered the plane back into the air, heading toward Mexico. Somewhere over the wilderness between Seattle and Reno, Cooper parachuted from the rear stairway into the night and vanished. Despite a massive FBI investigation, his identity and fate remain unknown. Theories suggest he was a skilled paratrooper or insider, while others believe he didn't survive the jump. The D.B. Cooper case remains America's most iconic and enduring skyjacking mystery. Let's check out an interesting image for today's topic. Deep beneath Albania lies a mysterious chamber adorned with eerie skeletal sculptures and bound figures resembling extraterrestrials. Though once labeled an art installation, whispers connect it to ancient myths of the underworld or covert passages from Hoxha's dictatorship. Locals warn the place carries a haunting, malevolent aura. Think you've got a better explanation? Share it in the comments. Number 6. The Dancing Plague of 1518. In the summer of 1518, Strasbourg, then in the Holy Roman Empire, was struck by the bizarre dancing plague. It began when Frau Trophea started dancing uncontrollably in the street. Within days, dozens joined her. By month's end, hundreds were dancing non-stop. Some collapsed from exhaustion or died from strokes and heart attacks. Others danced until their feet bled. Authorities, desperate for a cure, hired musicians, only worsening the frenzy. The cause remains unknown. Theories include mass psychogenic illness triggered by stress and famine, or ergot, poisoning from moldy rye with LSD-like effects. The dancing plague remains one of history's most unsettling medical and social mysteries. Number 5. The Kentucky Meat Shower. On March 3, 1876, Olympia Springs, Kentucky, experienced the strange Kentucky meat shower. For several minutes, chunks of meat, ranging from coin size to 4 inches, fell from a clear sky, covering about 100 by 50 yards. The meat smelled foul, and 2 locals even tasted it, thinking it was lamb or venison. However, no missing livestock or slaughterhouses in the area explained the source. A common theory blames vultures, which regurgitate food as a defense. It's possible many birds vomited mid-flight simultaneously, but this doesn't fully explain the quantity or spread. The Kentucky meat shower remains a baffling mystery that defies logic and explanation. Number 4. The mystery of the Shugborough inscription. The peaceful grounds of Shugborough Hall in Staffordshire, England, hold a curious mystery. At its heart is the Shepherd's Monument, an 18th-century sculpture featuring a mirrored version of Poussin's The Arcadian Shepherds. Beneath it lies a cryptic inscription, U Osvav, with the letters DM below. For centuries, the meaning of this sequence has baffled scholars. Some link it to the Holy Grail or the Knights Templar. Others suggest anagram or steganographic code. Notable figures like Charles Dickens and Darwin's grandson tried to solve it, without success. Some think it's an elaborate riddle or prank. Whatever the truth, the Shugborough inscription remains an enduring and unsolved enigma. Number 3. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In February 1959, 9 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, vanished during a trek through Russia's Ural Mountains. Days later, their bodies were found scattered across a snowy slope, some half-dressed, others with fatal internal injuries but no external wounds. Their tent had been slashed open from the inside, suggesting a frantic escape. Some died from exposure, while others had crushed skulls and ribs. The cause? Officially, an unknown compelling force. Theories range from avalanches and infrasound to military experiments and the paranormal. Yet none fully explain the strange evidence. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling and unexplained mysteries of the 20th century. Number 2. The Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant, a gold-covered chest said to contain the Ten Commandments, is one of history's most revered and mysterious relics. Built during the Israelites' Exodus, it symbolized God's presence and was carried into battle to ensure victory. Its last recorded location was Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem. After the Babylonian invasion in 586 BC, the Ark vanished without a trace. Theories abound: hidden by the prophet Jeremiah, taken to Ethiopia, or buried beneath the Temple Mount. Despite centuries of searches and speculation, including claims of discovery during the Crusades, its fate remains unknown. The Ark continues to captivate both believers and treasure hunters alike. Number 1. The Flannan Isle Mystery. In December 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers, James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur, vanished from the remote Flannan Isles off Scotland's coast. When a relief ship arrived on December 26th, the lighthouse was eerily empty. A meal sat untouched, a chair was overturned, and the men's boots remained, suggesting a sudden exit. Theories range from a massive wave to a violent fight or even supernatural forces. Despite extensive searches, no trace was ever found. The disappearance remains one of maritime history's most haunting mysteries, inspiring countless books, films, and speculation. To this day, the fate of the Flannan Isles keepers is unknown. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching.